Today I decided to play a tank build and where was meat. Little did I know, this build pumps harder than a lot of DPS while giving you a lot of survivability. Let's break it down. So if you want to solo everything, do a raid or a dungeon, and still be top damage, well, this could be the build for you. Now of course, we're starting off with the Thundercry Blade and the Stormbreaker Spear, as this is just the tanking weapon combo. These weapons offer a lot, so let's break them down one by one. The Thunderblade Cry. First, you'll have a shield. The shield lasts for a lot of amount of time. We can increase this. More on that later, as that is actually extremely important to make our build, well, very good. Next up, you'll have your 4 ability, aka the Sook. This will also grant you some focus at the end of it. More or less, the next charge skill used within 5 seconds is 50% faster. Honestly, it's not worth it because the animation is too long. I recommend avoiding this. Pretty much irrelevant unless you want to suck in a massive group of mobs, which could be fun. Then you'll have your R here, which is just a charge ability, or you can hold down the heavy here as well. Both of them are the same ability basically. You hold down the R, you hit pump, pump, and pump. They do similar damage, just one has more AoE, where the other one is more up and down direct. I personally like the R charge, so I'll be using this one for the remainder of the video. Next up, we'll talk about the spear, as this is just here for basically one ability, and that is our R. This will increase our charge skill damage by 15%. Only use this ability if you're looking for, well, maximum DPS. But if you want to be a team player or just a good guy in general, like I know you are, you can definitely use the other skills. One will have, Storm Roar, basically a taunt, reduces incoming damage by 20%, massive DR. And then you'll have your Thunder Shock, aka the Thunder Dome. When you use this, it uses your shield on the bottom right. However, you will apply your vulnerability to the enemy, whether that be a boss, a player, or anything really, will allow you to deal 10% damage. So now that we understand all the abilities on the spear, how should we use them? Well, if you want to be a team player, you can definitely cycle through your 1 and 4. But if you want to be more selfish, let's say you're soloing, I'd recommend avoiding them. You can definitely use 1 if you like it, as that damage reduction can be quite nice, allowing you to survive more. But honestly, it's just better to quickly use R and then switch over to our Mo Blade, as that shield is, well, bigger than my booty, and it's quite big. So now let's continue on. What about our inner ways? For my inner ways, you have, in my opinion, 2 ways to set them up. You'll have this way, the Exquisite Scenery, where this passive, by the way, the Mo Blade one, it only procs if you actually block and then counter. It'll give you like a free charge. If you don't like that playstyle, I'd actually recommend dropping it, especially for right now. It does get better though, as you continue to level it, you'll get better passives. But at the moment, it's not worth running over a much stronger passive, the Art of Resistance. This is my martial mastery list that I've been running, and I found it to be quite fun. A lot of damage, survivability. You could run the Rock Martial Art Rock Solid here if you want some extra damage reduction on yourself, but hey, we're here to be the DPS as a tank in disguise, not to be an actual tank. But if you want a tank, Rock Solid is a great option for that. And later on, when you get more upgrade points or breakthroughs, then the scenery one will become better as well, as you get extremely powerful passives down this line. Eventually, you will drop Adaptive Steel, in my opinion, because the upgrades here just aren't as strong as the other ones, because casting dual skill, in my opinion, just isn't very good. So dropping this as we get more books will definitely be a nice play. How about for Mystic skills? Well, I have 8 here. These are all the skills I would recommend running. You can definitely mess around with these as you see fit. But honestly, the most important two is just Drunken Poet mixed with Dragon Breath and Soaring Spin. Soaring Spin, nice dash here. Great for extra range and DPS. If the boss gets away from us, we can use that. Quickly gap close, especially with our R here. It's a nice little gap close combo. Drunken Poet is nice because you just drink it, then you'll see the intoxicated buff. While that's activated, you can then use Dragon Breath, and you won't actually need an animation, making it much nicer and just making your life 10 times easier, which is exactly what this video is for. Now let's continue down the road here on pure power. Your gear should be enhanced level 20, arsenal as high as it can go. Your talents, just put in whatever you can. Max damage, max survivability. For gear sets, I'm running right now the Hawking set. You can definitely ignore that piece that is broken. You can definitely run the preferred setup, which if you click into here and continue down, you'll see combinations. It'll tell you actually what sets to run. This is technically better in my personal opinion to run, but I'm not regarding a whole set of gear just to play a tank build for some funsies. Now, as the game progresses, we will definitely get harder bosses. So eventually you will have to become a real tank, but we're not there yet. I recommend just having fun with the damage that we can do, as it's quite enjoyable. All right, let's break down the combo, as I know a lot of people are waiting for the juicy combo. So if you're going for raw damage, you can hit 4 here to get the invulnerability, but honestly, you can avoid that and just look to hold R here, get the drum beat buff, switch weapons, then pop the shield. Now you'll see on my bottom, I have a shield and a sword. This allows me to charge my heavy, not once, but actually twice, allowing me to deal big damage. If I end up dropping this Art of Resistance, I cannot charge it twice in a row. That is depressing. Thankfully, we have this broken passive, so I recommend putting this on. Now that we have, everything we need, let me show you a real example so you can see me fighting a boss in the 1v1. So when we head inside the arena, like I mentioned, you have 2 options, either hit the heavy or 4 here. We'll miss the 4 because we're good at the game. Then we'll hold our heavy here. This will proc our bottom passive, hold the shield, and then charge it up. 1, 2, 6k, and there's the one shot. Now that the boss is a floor tank, we can hide behind this little bit of cupboard that she left us. I'll show you a quick mystic art so you can drink this in, right? And you can immediately use fire, so you don't have to wait for that animation. Very nice, especially when trying to weave it in to animations. We'll hold R here, do some nice little combo, proc it. Heavy here. Here we'll use the other version of the heavy so you can clearly see the difference. There you go. Once again, it's all about critting. You do need some luck on your side. And sadly, the game never seems to love me. Maybe it loves you guys. I don't know, man. But alright, let's quickly cover how to acquire everything in the build from inner skills. Let's start off with our inner ways. Battle Anthem. This one's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just do this outpost, the Buddha Fort, and you got it. Next up, Adaptive Steel. This one you just acquire by following the main story quest, so you should already have it. Moral Chant, the most talked about in a way in all of eternity, is right here next to the Blissful Retreat. There'll be a merchant. Go talk to him. I promise his wares are legit. You don't have to worry. Finally, you'll have Art of Resistance. This one is extremely confusing to acquire, but I'll try to simplify it for you. You'll have to head to about this location on the map. Here you'll proc an encounter quest. This encounter quest will make you do a lot of things, such as stealing something from this guy up top. I think it's like a sack of jewelry. You'll then have to deliver it back. After you deliver this, you'll have to kill them. After you kill them, you'll have to wait a couple real life days for me, apparently, for this to work. But this guy will eventually talk to you again, and just follow his quest and you'll get it. Very confusing, but yes, this is how you get one of the most broken abilities for this build. For Mystic skills, you'll have Dragon Breath and Soaring Spin, link down in the description if you want to get these. Confusing once again. Drunken Poet, extremely easy, as all we have to do is get hammered. Talk to the honest merchant. I promise you that name is true. Buy 3 perfumed wines, drink them all, and you'll be good to go. It's party time. For the remaining few, you'll have Cloud Step and Guardian Palm. This will just very good, in my opinion, to allow you to do safety damage while also getting yourself a family-size KFC bucket from killing that chicken. Guardian Palm and Cloud Step. Guardian Palm right here, blue book. And down here, Cloud Step, blue book. By the way, if you want to keep the ball rolling, Goose and Toad. I think Toad's actually very strong, as this is a very high DPSing ability. Who would have thought literally playing Leapfrog would turn you into a DPS god? But yet, here we are. You should also have this one, but just in case you missed it, right here, look at a frog guy, you'll acquire it. Next up, the Goose one. The Goose one's actually right in this location where I'm standing. Right over here by this rock, you'll see a goose mauling a poor bear. Just watch him, enjoy the massacre, and you will learn it. And now you can scream like a goose too. And I got a few bonus tips that you should know to kind of maximize this build. Click into settings, head over to game, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here you will see auto use divine craft tool. Enable this. This will allow our dots to proc without having to manually use them. This is great if you're trying to get top DPS, flex your skill, or just have an easier time on bosses. Very nice to have. Next up, we will have another very important tip, as this one was confusing to me. But if you open up our wandering path, click into challenges, and you can click to them, see what they have. But what you may not know is only certain bosses will drop greaves. For example, the tank set that we need can only be acquired from Big Chungus over here, as in terms of the greaves. They will not drop from the other boss, the Dow Lord, which is required for us to allow this build to hit its full potential. Because of that, just make sure you read that. It's a bit confusing. This goes for all builds, by the way, not just this one. Also, if you want to join a guild, my guild is hiring free human sacrifices at the moment. Right now we're full, but I promise you tomorrow we'll have 10 more slots open. So if you're seeing this video maybe in a couple hours, you could be our next lucky contender to work in the mines for all of eternity. And with that, if you guys did find this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe. If you want to ask me questions, I recommend always coming over to my Twitch or YouTube. I'll answer everything while I'm live, as I do enjoy getting asked the same question 1,000 times a day.